I was like, damn, am I wrong for just
you ain't wrong. You crazy.
And I disagree with you. I don't think he wrong nor crazy.
How is that
That shit
crazy?
crazy.
I think he, because I'm gonna tell you why. I psychoanalyze certain people too, and I got certain friends in my past that I've psychoanalyzed, and I start moving a certain way with them because I know how they're gonna move, and it's not conducive to my growth. So if it's not conducive to my growth, because I got kids now, if it's not conducive to my growth and their growth, I don't give a fuck.
You asking two Virgos about psychoanalyzation. We just do that shit.
We do that shit.
You got a 2-parent household that you grew up in. You really didn't go through no poverty,
that don't mean shit according to this new black people mental illness shit. According to black people, everybody got mental illness, and I hate it.
Mental illness, don't forget anxiety. Everybody got anxiety.
That's the new thing with black people. Everybody got some type of mental illness.
Just because you black don't mean that you got that you need therapy.
I tell you the truth, I'm just lazy.
But I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I do think everybody needs therapy though.
Like, okay, I come here because I have to. I just bought a house. Like, I'm here. 40 hours though. My biggest rule I made 2 years ago when I said my time is money. I'm not working a job where I gotta work overtime. Like, my job need to cover my bills because I'm going home to work on something I want to work on.
Right.
Do you think that doing business with friends slows you down, hinders you?
You say what?
I think, in my opinion, I think it depends on who that friend is. It's I do business with my friend Ross, and we do great business. Yeah. But I've done business with other friends, and we did horrible business.
Well, not even necessarily as more so like you try to put your friend on too early. Like, I want everybody involved in this on the come up. Instead of like, bro, let me go get situated, and I promise y'all, once I'm in here, and I know the pathway, we all finna eat. But us trying to do this together is hindering me. Do you think that hinders you? Or
I think you should.
On the same page.
Yeah. I think it's what Will just said, just a second there. But I think you should definitely always give your partners the due diligence of giving them the opportunity, the space first. You know what I'm saying? But I move, bro. Slow feet get left. Like, y'all know what I dealt with for years. Yeah. I ain't gonna say much, but y'all know what I dealt with for years. It ain't really give me much.
Yeah, I left y'all niggas early.
Just keep it exactly.
Down here.
You did.
I remember that shit. I was having a meeting right over here, and I said, bro, I can't do this shit.
I remember that because, man, you pulled me aside. You was like, man, look, man, you a little too serious. And that's why I always respected Luco, because that nigga was like, man, look.
Because none of us had jobs and we was having business meetings. It wasn't no money coming in.
It wasn't no money coming in.
We was having a dream. We was sitting here talking about a dream.
You was 1,000% right, and I was 1,000% right. We was on different spectrums. Yeah, and spectrum was, look, man, look. I ain't finna take this shit too serious. Ain't none of us making no bread, which was you was right. And my position was, we ain't making no bread. Ain't none of us got no jobs. We need to make some shit.
Niggas was on the news, and we look at it today. What did they get us?
Nowhere. We was on the news.
I think we had was because of what y'all did on the news.
In an hour.
Yeah,
because niggas just
and they make no money.
Y'all made mush.
It wasn't no money, but it wasn't no plan behind.
Y'all went on the news and made cookies and cream and called it mush.
That shit wild.
Hey, dude, we lied like a motherfucker too on that email. We was like, oh yeah, man, we're this non-profit called Kick It With Us. We have parties with people.
But I look at shit like all the time. Drink. Even though I don't keep track with them, I look at May Monarchs all the time.
You say what?
I look at what
I forgot about Maine Monarchs.
Oh, I'm about to say, I don't think they still
right now.
Yeah.
I look at that shit like there was some. They started some then. All of them was in school, yeah. Then kind of branched off, and all of them doing like Adrian just got it giddy images.
Exactly. So how I look at this shit for myself, same thing. Everything because y'all saw me from the ground up. Yeah. Like, y'all niggas know me when I was like 17, 18. So y'all knew me when I didn't know what a mix was, a master, a compressor, or nothing. So I look at everything I went through. It built me who I am now. So now I'm the nigga. I got like I said, I got some shit under the works. I ain't gonna speak on too much right now, but I'm managing somebody right now, and they're in the industry and they're in film. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm reaching a different bag now.
But how do you feel about like because one of the things I said a couple years ago, like managing, as far as that go, especially if it's, I don't know if you friends with this person or you just found them as far as talent, but managing and being like, I said, like, when I started this podcast a year ago, that was the first thing I ever did where, like, the first meeting before we started recording, I said, y'all, this is me.
Right.
I said, my whole life I tried to manage friends or help friends do this. I said, this is probably the first thing that was me. Like, so, I mean, I take all y'all input. I take any creative input, but this is me. I like I said that from the first episode.
Podcast shit.
Yeah, I said I created this my shit.
Yeah.
I'm not managing nobody. I now gotta wait for this person to say, and that's why I mean when I talk about hindering, I'm like niggas was managing their friends.
Yeah. So look,
like
me
and your friend don't agree with something. Now you like,
come on, bro. So like with me, right? I ain't gonna lie, I was done with the management shit. Done. So many people trying to get me to manage them. So many people. I turned a lot of motherfuckers down. I turned people down that I met in Atlanta who got some shit going on for themselves. But I wasn't fucking with that music shit, right? So how this shit came about with the film shit is like, it's somebody that I just kind of grew up with and built with. And they just was kind of insisting like, man, I fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? You need to manage me. And you need a bag because you held me down. And this person I'm talking about is already at the bag. It ain't no aspiring. Nigga ain't in the basement. The niggas already doing feature films, Paramount, all kind of shit. So it's like the bag already there. So it's like for me doing the shit, it was just networking. It was relationship building.
Right, yeah.
So everything that I've been through that I look at in the past now, because I'm like, damn, I did all this. I spent all this money.
Built you up for something.
It built me up for some other shit. So now I got a lot of skills. I can do film, photography, mix, master, engineer, a bunch of shit. Right. And it just built my my worth. You know what I'm saying? So with the management shit, even though I'm not fucking with managing a soul, because I hate managing humans, because humans is humans. Shit is annoying. But it was a bag. And it was with my nigga who I trust and believed in his brand since day one. And I watched him elevate. You know what I'm saying? So it got to a situation where it's like, we already had the network, already had that chemistry. He like, bruh, I got a crazy opportunity. 2 of them. You gotta manage me. You know what I'm saying? That's just the universe, right? So what you saying is like managing friends and all that. I wouldn't do it. I'm on some where I'm at now as an investor. I'm on some shit that's making me a ROI. What's the return on my investment?
Yeah. I just think it depends on what's y'all mindset.
And y'all gotta have the same
that
mindset too.
Well,
y'all
like,
can't be too conflicting.
Like Will was working on paperwork for this podcast, and he wanted to include all his friends, the nigga that was on it,
right?
And
the 2 niggas that ain't here,
and niggas was telling them like, hey, do it yourself, like it's you. And
hold on, say that again. Will was telling
he kind of looked at it like
I was trying to
if
include
he ain't put everybody's
everybody.
name on it. He I guess he felt like he was backdooring them if he ain't put everybody's name on
No,
it.
that wasn't it. It was just I did want
shit.
exactly. I didn't want niggas to just be like salary.
And you felt this shit was going somewhere.
Exactly.
So you wanted to include.
and I don't like that.
Exactly.
I don't like the niggas just think it's Will's.
Like it's your shit. You created it.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't like that niggas think it's just Will's shit.
Oh shit!
Oh my god!
I've been here since the beginning. I didn't put money up on shit.
But I was okay.
I'm
Still 50,
silent investor,
50,
I guess.
50. I felt like should have been y'all names on there. That conversation of everybody else that's just included on the podcast.
That's why I was being quiet. I was like,
see, that's how you end up where the fuck Rory, Maul, and Joe is.
No, it ain't.
It is.
Because it ain't specified.
Man, that shit is bull.
It wasn't specified.
Personally, I think that shit's all the stunt. I think it's all the stunt.
So quick question though.
You think it's a stunt? I don't think it's a stunt.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you.
I
why.
think they went too far.
I'm gonna tell y'all why.
Quick question. So, just from the initial contract, somebody comes to you and say, "We want to sign this podcast." They say, "This the thing, though. We want to sign you." You could distribute. We gonna tell you the money. You could distribute the money as evenly as you want to, but the checks are getting roped to you.
Yeah.
And it's the numbers y'all want. Y'all all agree to it.
Okay.
All them niggas agree to it. You pretty transparent from the jump. But they, in so many words, the contract even say they don't give a fuck who your other co-host is.
Yeah.
We signing the checks to you. Y'all got something good. Hopefully you keep them. But you got a contract as long as this podcast takes.
But you want to know why they were able to do that? Because he was the sole owner. They wouldn't have been able to do that if all three of them was on
I
it.
still don't have no problem with one person being a sole owner.
It ain't nothing wrong with it. It ain't no problem. It just all depend on how y'all work and how y'all want it to be.
So
that's all it is.
Why you don't have a problem with one person being a sole owner?
Because even if when they came and offered that contract, it was, if they would have been included, numbers would have changed.
You said if they would have been included.
If they would have said we got to sign 3 people instead of 1, it would have been a little bit harder fight to get that number you want. Now when I just got to sign the 1, hey, they giving us the number we want. So look, y'all have to trust me that I'm going to distribute the checks out.
Watch this. Let me tell you how that's not true. The fact that them, and I don't mean that no disrespect.
No, it's just funny.
Because look, them 3 people, right? Let's say you got Joe Budden, right? One scenario is just Joe Budden. The other scenario is Joe Budden, Ma, and Rory.
He picking up pretty good?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Just making sure.
My fault, y'all.
No, you good. We just making
sure. So you got Joe Budden in one scenario, 100% Joe Budden.
Yeah.
You got another scenario that's Joe Budden, Rory, and Ma. That's 33.333% amongst 3 people, right? If you're doing business with somebody, right? Regardless if it's just Joe Budden or 3 of them niggas, you're doing business with this other entity.
Mm-hmm.
So whether it's Joe Budden by himself or 3 people, the splits are the same between you and that company. So I'm going to give you an example. If I'm doing business with you and Ryan, right? And we're doing Airbnbs. And I say, look, we're going to do 50-50. Me and you. If it's just you, we're going to do Castle Valley, which is the name of my business, and Humphrey, LLC. 50% Castle Valley, 50% Humphreys, right? If it's just you and you Humphreys, you get 50%. Mm-hmm. If it's you and him and it's Humphreys, y'all splitting 50%. It don't affect me. It's still 50 Castle Valley and 50 who y'all is.
But
whatever y'all doing, that's y'all breakdown.
Now me and you got something going on, right? Right. We both kind of looking for whatever contracts together, but they want you.
Right.
And
so you talking about likeness right now?
And we went into this like whatever, we shopping it.
I fuck with Luco, but I don't know about this.
Yeah, they want you, but we 50-50. So they gonna cut a check. It's numbers we both agree with because everything we pretty transparent, but they like you the main thing.
Right.
With the contract gonna be for your company,
right.
not Humphreys and Co.
Right.
And whatever they break you off, we gotta work out what's split 50-50.
And that's what I'm trying to tell you though.
Are you taking that contract? For one. That's the
Am I gonna take the contract?
Anybody, or y'all gonna take that?
Hold on, say that again.
The one person, you're the one person they want.
Right.
And you basically like they talking the number, we both like
shit, it depends.
I get this check, I'm the person on the contract, this check get to me. I have to bring it back and split it with you.
If 50-50, they got the likeness,
this what we doing.
So look,
are you taking that contract as the head?
So look, let me say this: as a business,
or are you saying you got to come get both of us?
So as a business owner, right?
Oh, well then,
as a business owner and a business investor, if you y'all know me and Ross in business.
Yeah,
Castle Valley, the name of my shit. If I'm popping, I'm big bulling, right? And a motherfucker want me, right? And they say, and my business is Castle. That's my company name is Castle Valley. And so they got to hire Castle Valley and do business with that, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to split it with Ross because that's the fucking business.
Y'all in business together.
Right.
Exactly.
But
that's my whole point.
We're talking contractor now.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
That's you guys started a business together.
Right.
In your scenario.
But so what I'm saying is they did business with Joe Budden's podcast, which is Rory and Ma. From day one, they split it 3 ways.
No, they didn't.
They did business. They did business with Joe.
No. They did business with Joe Budden with the Joe Budden podcast.
No, I know that. I'm saying when
the Joe Budden podcast, it was Joe.
It's Joe.
It's Joe, right? But I'm saying when they got together and all 3 of them got together, they did a business deal to where they all had splits.
Okay. You talking about?
So once they got together and did them business splits, that's what we all should be operating off of is the business splits because they all had a split of the business.
Yeah.
I'm not an employee. They all had a verbal. I don't know if it was verbal and written or what. I don't know what they had.
Yeah.
But
what
they
say?
niggas, right?
Profit percentage.
What they call it? A percentage share.
So for example, right? Me, Brian, and Ross had Verity Republic, which is our label. That was a 33.3333% split. So it's like anything that's done, we're gonna split it that way. So if y'all love Brian and want to just fuck with Brian, and y'all want to hire Verity, which is his company that y'all have to legally hire. You got to hire a company because we paying paperwork and taxes.
Right.
So you got to go legally, right?
Exactly.
So if y'all hiring Verity, you got to split the
gotta-
Now, quick question. When the percentage change and you getting that 35, does that, because of
But
whatever?
that got to be a convo though, because that's in your operating agreement. So if like right now, if we all got operating agreement, right? We all got fucking arch villains, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us. We split the bitch 5 ways, right? And Luco popping. Everybody love Will popping. Everybody love Will. Will's fucking cracking. They do the business with him, blah, blah, blah. Whatever the fuck the percentages is that we discussed is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because the business is between arch villain and the company. It's not between Will. You know what I'm saying? Now, if it is a business between Will, then the other niggas ain't involved. But Will gonna have to have an LLC for that. You see what I'm saying? Like it's all company based.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And it's
You're
all
right.
paperwork based.
Like
so
I wouldn't
Joe
be able
Budden,
to do something with 4 pillars without y'all being involved.
Exactly, because
Actually, you could.
Will is
when
they
I
involved in paperwork?
Yeah.
No, but what I just looked up, that 50-49 deal, you actually have the right. You have the right.
Oh, no.
You got more percentage.
But I mean,
I didn't know that myself. I didn't know anybody with more percentage that gets the final say so.
That is
I can make
you
the final.
actually can.
No, I can make the final decision, but
He
you
gonna
will
include
still
y'all.
exactly.
So,
I mean, morally, yeah, but you don't have to.
so look, I see exactly what you're saying now because Joe had the higher percentage.
Yeah.
So I see exactly what you're saying now. You know what I'm saying? Because my scenario, we was out 33.
Yeah.
So I get what you're saying. And what was your question basically? Like, what
So-
would you do?
So, one, would you take it?
I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna take it. But I'm still gonna make sure my niggas eat.
Yeah, I was about to say I'm
My
gonna take
niggas
it,
gonna eat, but
Yeah,
I'm gonna take
exactly.
the deal.
Yeah.
especially if I ain't making no money like around then. Like I'm gonna take it.
I'm gonna just make it make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But to add to the scenario, add the responsibilities of the person that's getting more.
Damn, I keep talking away from them.
Man, why you look?
They just wasn't set up right, man.
I always
No, I won't even refer to them when I be doing it, but I went into like 5 different scenarios when that shit happened. As far as like just thinking about that type of shit, where it could be wrong and where like even him taking extra money, I'm still looking at it like, well, I mean, he got the higher percentage and he doing more. I mean, I don't know.
Nah,
and
see,
it's
you can't.
fucked
Nah,
up.
you can't run a business like that.
Yeah, you can't.
You can't
because
run-
I'm gonna say this too because
I mean, you can, but then shit like that gonna happen.
I'm gonna say this too though. Like when you dealing with some shit like that to what they built, no disrespect to Joe, but he ain't everybody's favorite.
Right.
What they built, like
See,
I'm gonna put it like this, right? My favorite was Joe. I like Joe because I think like Joe,
Yeah.
even though he be on some fucked up shit, but I think like him. So I be fucking with his point of view a lot.
Yeah,
But a
me
lot
too.
of people favorites that I know is Maul, bro. So it's like you can't sit up here and take
Yeah,
that.
Maul.
Yes.
I straight
A lot of
never,
people
I
I
straight
know
never
favorite
heard nobody say they favorite.
Maul.
Yeah, people love the women. I know at least.
I fuck with Maul. Everyone.
I mean,
No,
I
I
fuck
fuck
with
with
Maul.
Maul.
I fuck with Maul.
You said women, right?
Yeah.
The people I'm talking about was all women.
Yeah.
All they love Maul.
I like- I fuck with
he
Maul,
laid
but-
back. That he
He
don't give
laid
enough
back, he cool, and he
motherfucking-
got good opinions, and he's
I hate
smart.
his opinions.
So y'all really thought that they brought something to the pod.
Yeah,
I did.
of course.
I ain't gonna lie. That shit.
But
whack-
that's also what when y'all first started this, it was y'all two,
Mm-hmm.
and y'all added y'all other co-hosts.
Mhm.
So now you feel like I'm gonna put you in this shit
But
to make
to
y'all
me,
a day one.
we
You
would've got
you tried to get them a
more.
percentage, and I'm like, y'all started this.
Yeah, what I said. To me,
On
we would have
top
got
of that,
more.
You had an even better situation because them niggas was saying they ain't want to be in the paperwork. And you was sitting there fighting it. Like, I want all us to eat. Them niggas was telling you, Will, I ain't doing this.
They
for
straight
money
said,
or
"This
nothing."
your passion."
They
It was pissing me off. 'Cause
And
I'm
you
like, damn,
took-
nigga,
and
I've
put
been
them
here
in the
too.
paperwork.
So look.
After we had that meeting, I didn't bring it up no more.
So look. So,
After we had that meeting, it was over.
hearing what some of them niggas was talking about, it was just sounding like Joe Budden didn't want to show them the finances, like the paperwork. You know what I'm saying? The paper trail, what's going on, what the deal splits and shit is talking about, what was coming in. He ain't want to do that. So my position is like, I would give Joe Budden the bigger percentage. I would give him the upper hand because he got the name. He already been in the industry. That what's the shit he did with DJ Academics? That shit turned him all the way up.
Everyday struggle.
Yeah, everyday struggle
Everyday
shit. That
Struggle.
shit turned them all the way up too. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So it's like, I give you the bigger percentage, but though, you can't do that to your people.
Yeah, that's your.
You can't do that to your people that was there.
Well, I ain't mad at him because Rory, he ain't known Rory as long as he known Maul.
But apparently,
so it was fucked up to me with Maul.
Maul was in position. Maul was already in circles there. He wasn't in.
Maul came in late.
Biggs.
Yeah, Maul came in like
Maul is with Biggs.
Yeah.
Maul
was replaceable though. Rory was there from day one.
Well, no, I mean as far as friends, the friendship, them knowing each other. As far as on the podcast, I like Rory more than Maul. I call all Rory like little side shit.
I ain't
gonna
lie,
both them niggas.
Rory funny to
me.
me.
Like,
he funny.
Both them niggas.
I ain't gonna say gay. That was completely.
Yeah, that was me.
I was completely.
Rory funny to me
because I fuck with Rory. I was just talking
damn.
shit. But I fuck with Maul.
Ray ain't gonna like you talking about his Kappa brothering.
Huh?
Ray ain't gonna like him talking about his Kappa brothering.
Man, you know, Red on.
Who,
Yeah.
You know, Red on.
How y'all feel about how he psychoanalyzed Maul?
My shit for Ray. Is it upset?
Everybody
How they do it? Do they do it
with
like
their
this?
What you mean?
Do you think that's like motherfuckers were saying that you ain't really friends if you psychoanalyze?
I feel like if you psychoanalyze anybody, you probably psychoanalyze everybody.
I psychoanalyze everything.
Right.
If you psychoanalyze anybody, you psychoanalyze everybody.
But like he just said, he psychoanalyze everything. Like that's not a bad perspective.
Yeah, ain't nothing bad about that.
I mean, a lot of it bad, but
see, your psychoanalyzations be bad.
Yeah,
that's what you.
So does that make it bad? They do. I trip out everything. The smallest shit. We go to the bar.
Me too.
Like I said, we go to the bar. I buy a round. Say first round on me, and you go get your second round without me. I'm.
Oh yeah, I don't trip off shit like that. Like I trip off the smallest shit.
That's small. That ain't nothing big.
I didn't been not included.
Yeah, but I don't trip off shit like that. That ain't nothing.
What
that's something to me. That's something to me.
Yeah. Huh?
That's something to me.
I think that
I trip off damn a pack of open beef jerky bites being left on the table. Like nigga, throw that shit away. Or like when niggas don't put shit back where it got it
eat
from.
beef jerky
like,
bites?
No, I don't. I don't eat beef jerky. But it's little shit like that piss me off. That get to me. Me buying drinks. If I'm buying drinks, I'm buying drinks. It don't matter if you buy me a drink or not.
No, it matters because I said I'm buying the first round.
If I say I'm buying the first round.
Now, if we all agree that, oh yeah, we buying rounds tonight. Everybody buying rounds.
Yeah, that's what we talking about.
And then niggas go, but nigga don't just, we walking in the club, first round on me. Oh, thank you.
Or just say, hey, I ain't got no round, and then we'll have understanding from there. Don't just say, hey, I ain't got it to do.
I mean, don't just announce that you buying rounds and think that everybody else buying rounds.
Nigga, buy rounds. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, it's like what you in the club for?
Now I'm psychoanalyzing you broke. And why you good?
Why?
I'm tripping off of all that shit. Like it's a spiraling effect. I'm tripping off of all that.
How
shit.
you know I'm drinking again tonight?
Don't accept my round.
Or say, look, this is my last drink. You could tell me like,
this is my last drink.
Hey, I appreciate the round, but
say don't buy me no round.
I ain't finished. I'm not about to buy a round.
See, I'm psychoanalyzing that.
What?
Like a nigga gotta buy you a drink. A nigga gotta buy you a drink for you to buy him a drink. Yeah, that is.
No, it's just if I say I'm buying the first round, do you expect somebody else to get the second round, and then the third round, and then the fourth round? Like everybody get rounds. Like that's what niggas do.
Nigga, no, you don't.
Nigga, we didn't do that shit plenty of times.
Round of shots.
Yeah.
Me, guess what I'm not gonna do?
Buy a round.
I'm not buying no round.
Exactly. That's why I'm like,
you need to acknowledge that though.
But no,
you need to acknowledge. I think you need to.
Exactly.
You need to acknowledge that.
No, but when you walk into the club with somebody and they say, "Yeah, I got the first round," and then you don't get a drink.
I see what you're saying.
That shit's crazy.
That's like etiquette.
You said that you got the first round.
No, this was y'all. I'm talking about
cuz.
when we walked in the club, everybody got drinks except for me, and I'm like, hold up, I'm here too.
Well, it's simple shit like
because we walk in the club, go straight to the bar.
And I was with y'all.
Say I threw a kickback tonight. So all y'all come through.
Nigga, you don't invite us tonight.
We could get into that.
No, whatever. Fuck
say
nigga.
I throw a kickback and I tell everybody come through.
We need rich.
I'm psychoanalyzing every nigga that brought a pint in.
What?
Yeah, but you shouldn't bring a pint to.
Hold on. What?
You shouldn't bring a pint to a kickback.
Shit.
I'm psychoanalyzing. Will is the king of.
Will stingy though.
I psychoanalyze all that shit.
Will stingy.
Yeah, that's my analyzation.
I'm straight not stingy.
I mean, you not
with a pint.
I'm straight not
with a pint. For himself.
If you come to show up to the point
with 2 blunts for himself.
Like it's bitches here. The fuck?
The bitches want to drink.
I expect everybody to have liquor.
We are dudes. We are supposed to be hosting. Like,
I'm not hosting nothing. I was invited.
If you're my friend,
I was invited. I was not hosting
if we
anything.
close enough, you tell me come here.
He got a valid point too, because you is Will. Y'all niggas is close.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
He got a point, but both of y'all got points
if
though.
If it's close friends, like when y'all told me come to D.O. people shit, I went and bought a bottle. I wasn't even trying to drink that night. I'm not coming nowhere empty-handed, and I'm coming enough to share.
Yeah, I came there with a cup. I ain't in my hand.
I mean, he wasn't empty-handed technically.
So look,
he just,
Gucci, you came with a bottle. You got on Gucci's.
That ain't got nothing to do with it. I think we at an age now we gotta get to a point where like even me buying rounds. Like me buying rounds is
nigga, where your
actually,
bottle at tonight, nigga?
Where yours?
In the freezer? I do got to fit the
Jameson. I had to
up
see
there.
who else had a bottle.
I just wasn't trying to drink for real. that shit wild.
Hey, this nigga could.
And y'all can analyze that. I don't give a fuck. Analyze all that shit. Nigga.
This nigga wild.
He
You
know
was
who
about to
was
say, Ryan, you was about to say something earlier.
Oh, I forgot.
Dude, crazy.
Man, I think that was just petty though when he brought up the tie issue. Like I live.
You
With
said
this,
I thought a lot of it was
Yeah, that
petty.
shit was some bullshit.
I live with this
The
nigga.
what issue?
He said him and Ma live together. When Ma went and bought some Tide, Ma would take it to his room. So he
But
psychoanalyzed.
I understand that.
But I do and don't. I feel
Because you gotta remember the
that's what Joe Budden
context.
said.
You gotta
he said that
remember
about Ma. He was like, Ma, I psychoanalyzed Ma the whole time.
He
We kind of
cuffed it.
lived together.
He cuffed his tie, bro.
So
You
he
gotta-
like this situation is throwing me off.
You
But
gotta remember the whole context.
But my
around
logic behind the psycho, that part, what I got from it,
it.
you remember how you said that through their friendship, it kind of been one-sided, which of course, Joe's the star.
Mm-hmm. No, that wasn't what he was saying.
I got that from it. I got this, our friendship been one-sided, you been kind of dependent on me.
Exactly, yeah. He
Okay,
did.
said,
but
said
this
him
is-
and Mono
this is-
broke bread.
Is that really why, this why I went back to if you psychoanalyze somebody like that, are they really your friend? Because I feel like at what point was Ma gonna just be better financially than Joe?
He wasn't saying that. When he
No,
said
but
that,
no,
when
he
he
was.
said
He
that,
was looking for.
No,
if
when
he
he
said
said-
our friendship is one sided,
no, he said that their friendship has been based off of one-sided protection, meaning that I gave you a place to live when you needed a place to live. It ain't about if you can ever have my same amount of money or if you can have more money than me.
I got that.
It's about
But he said that wasn't true.
about would you reciprocate the same thing if I needed it?
He said it wasn't true though.
What?
Maul said that shit was some bullshit.
Okay, but we were just talking about the topic.
Oh, all right.
But that's what I mean. Him saying that was okay. I protected you all of our friendship, and you got the audacity to hide Tide Pods.
But is that really like?
That's the point that he was making.
But is that really a friend?
Tide
That's the
Pods
point.
kind of
Look,
expensive.
No, on Joe end, not on Ma end.
Hell,
Tide Pods kind of expensive. To be
For you, I feel
nigga,
like
if I let you live with me,
But once again,
I
I
feel
feel
like-
like
do laundry.
I feel like you know your
And I
friends.
use 2 pies
Right.
when I've washed.
I feel
use
like
2
you
of them
know
bitches.
your friends. I'm not expecting you.
So if you got 96 pies and I'm using 2 per load, nigga, that's about 40 something.
Nigga, I use 2 pies per load.
That's me.
I never
I
use
don't
pies,
use them
ever.
pies no more.
I ain't never used.
I ain't used them in a while, but I do use them.
I feel like if you know your friend, the flaws like that come with it.
So then you shouldn't be mad if that nigga don't buy you a drink at the club.
So look, I'm gonna say
no,
this.
but I'm gonna psychoanalyze it. I'm still gonna notice it.
I feel like that nigga Joe is a certain type of a weird ass nigga to be analyzing a nigga's Tide Pods, bro. You know what I'm saying? If a nigga want his Tide Pods, a nigga want his Tide Pods, bro.
I understand.
I'm not
that.
finna be like, this nigga weird because he won't let me get a couple pods. Like, what kind of shit is that,
I
bro?
don't
But
know.
it's the
I can
point. It's the
understand
point
that.
behind it.
Well, why though?
Because I let you come live with me. We both do laundry. If we out of laundry detergent and you go buy some, why are you putting it in your room?
Unless
Because
he
it's
was
my
paying
Tide
rent.
Pods.
Unless he was
bro.
paying
We
rent.
grown men. Like,
Nigga,
I'm gonna put my shit up.
we
where it
grown
need to
men.
be.
Get your own apartment.
That's true, but what I'm saying is, if I live with a nigga, right?
Not like he was paying rent.
So
with
he
him.
wasn't paying rent.
I
I'm
don't
gonna say
think
this:
so.
if I'm living with a nigga and I got certain shit like my pods, my toothpaste, my lotion and shit, I'm gonna put this shit up.
Now that's different.
You know
You
what I'm
got
saying?
your own,
I'ma put this
you
shit
got
up.
your
That's
own
my
bathroom.
shit.
That's
my
different
shit.
if you got your own bathroom.
But your laundry, you're doing your own laundry. He's not doing your laundry.
We do laundry in the same place.
Right, but we're doing
Like
our
if we
own laundry.
doing, like
so
if
it's
we
like,
doing laundry at the same time, and I'm down there doing laundry.
if you
if
ask,
you gotta
I
come-
guarantee if the nigga Joe Budden asked a nigga for some pies, the
He
nigga
would've
was
gave it
like,
to him.
no, cuz you can't get no pies.
I
He
should've
wasn't
had-
like
I should've
that.
had
That
some
would've
pads,
been
bro.
crazy.
Leave the pies in the laundry room.
Thank you, thank you.
What the fuck I gotta
But
ask
look,
for? You live
if-
here for free.
Why are they
What
going
if
to
you
your
live
here
room
for
in the
free?
first place?
Look, if
you live here
if
for free, you
Maul
gotta
ain't
give up
if
some of the
Maul
pies.
ain't balling like that at the time, nigga might need his pies.
If you can't even,
I mean,
if you
that-
can't
that-
even leave
that-
your pies,
that is
for me
true.
to had a free will to get them. There's something. It's petty on your end.
Yeah, but he said he always
But it's
had
petty.
money.
Look, it's petty on Maul end, but it's petty on Joe
He
end
said
to
he
bring
had.
it up.
He said he always had money in his pocket. So
But
Especially
him-
if,
but-
especially
buy
if you Joe
Tide
Budden
Pods.
and get
That's
But
what
that
I'm
was
asking.
him.
Is that really a friend if you judge
But
shit
that
like
was,
that?
but no, that's what Joe was trying to
Yeah,
say.
you
Was
just
No,
a
I'm
he
talking
was
about
making
is
that
Joe
point.
really a friend for judging shit?
But
Yeah,
no,
he just a
but
petty
that-
friend.
But that was a point that Joe was trying to make. Were they really friends? That's why he said when you left out on the pod, you didn't leave out as my friend. You left out as the nigga that would hide Tide Pies in your room.
And I take that as Joe ain't really have nothing on him, so he brought up Tide Pods. Bro. Think about it, bro.
Which is true, man.
Like think about it.
Yeah,
If,
probably.
if
That is
any of
probably
y'all
true.
had beef with any former
it
friends,
was
or
entertainment,
anything,
bro. Like he only said that shit because he knew people was gonna get to people, bro. Like that's why he got
just
into.
said you ain't my real friend,
But
because
that-
nigga, you
but
put
do-
your
but
Tide
do-
Pods in
off
your
of
room.
that, off
Which
of
is
that
also
alone.
the reason that he brought up. I never see a world where our friendship will be messed up over Rory. That's around the same. Those along the same lines.
So, look, no, because y'all keep going back to the pod. Fuck them niggas. It's a different pod. It's Orange
Right.
Feelings, nigga.
Yeah, man.
I'm just saying, is psychoanalyzing your friend, is that a good friend or bad friend? Or you're not.
I don't think.
All right, so
I don't.
what's the definition of psychoanalysis?
I'm about to say. I don't think that determines it.
You just looking at small shit that. What's something? Matter of fact, went to the club last week. It's $15. I went with somebody. He gave the person a dub. I gave the person a dub. The guy didn't have change. He had a solid 10. I said, give it to him. We'll split it when we get. We got it.
right.
We
So
got
5 apiece y'all should have
We
eventually.
together.
He bought.
We
us a
go
drink.
to the bar. The nigga buys a drink with my
for himself.
for himself with the 10.
Hold on.
I felt petty that I psychoanalyzed that. I was like, okay.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie.
I
I'll be on the same
felt
type of
petty
time
about
you
it.
That's
on.
not really psychoanalyzed, nigga. You owe me
Hey, man, Y'all
$5.
tripping with that. Y'all, come on.
What?
Y'all are tripping with psychoanalyzing that.
What
That-
you mean?
I'm not psychoanalyzing. It ain't
No,
even nothing to analyze.
but it's-
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I'm
You
with
owe me $5, nigga.
Exactly, nigga.
But I'm
what?
analyzing it.
Are you saying the nigga only had $10?
Oh, I see what you're saying. You looking at it. He that type of nigga that would not give his friend the money.
But when I'm saying,
We be cool enough to where I get it eventually.
Yeah.
It ain't there, but I'm like, nigga.
I'm about to say the deeper question is, so you think he broke?
No, not in that sense.
So then
I
why
just
you?
think, like me, you can't expect your morals on everybody.
Yeah.
So like
that's
me,
true.
if I owe somebody, I ain't even talking about that fine. Just if I owe
He
you,
don't owe you.
if I owe you,
You do owe him.
if I,
I
owe
mean, but I don't consider that on. If
No,
like,
I
nigga,
don't-
I'm gonna give you
I
$5.
don't consider that on. I
Yeah.
don't. But I also gotta analyze the situation at the fact that like, okay, nigga, like
What was he supposed to do? Go run to the ATM?
No, you
you better hold the motherfucking 10.
Or
It's
break
many options to do.
he could have broke the 10 at
Yeah, he coulda
the-
broke-
Man, he
the
could
10
have
at the
broke the
bar.
10 at the bar.
It's hella different shit. Once again, it ain't about the
The
money,
nigga was petty,
and I
bro.
ain't even beefing over the shit, but or nothing like that. It's more so you analyze the situation. So does that make me a bad friend?
I don't
Did
think so.
Nah, it don't.
Nah,
It
that
makes
makes
you.
you petty.
It makes you.
You
I
say
don't
it
even-
make me petty?
That situation.
That
makes
ain't
you
really
petty.
petty. It just
I don't
you
even
just
think
look
it's
at it
petty
so-
because look, the reason you probably even looked at this situation is because this dude or woman or whoever this person is probably had some type of history of being a
That's
certain
what Ron
way.
just said.
So you probably was like, let me see what this nigga do with this motherfucking
And they
team.
do, but once again, no, they do. But once again, I said everybody should know they friends. It ain't something that
Is this somebody I
look
know?
Bad.
It's somebody we know. I feel like I know this person.
Yeah, I think I know
Low-key.
that
I'm sure.
Yeah, the face he just made, we
no,
know that
I-
nigga.
y'all know. No, but it ain't even a big deal. But I noticed that, and I felt bad that I noticed that. I didn't give a fuck
look,
about the
you
fire.
called it. You called it before it happened.
Why
I
you
called
You
it
basically
what?
was like, I'm gonna let him get the 10, but it's gonna be some bullshit. Or he not gonna give me my 5. That's probably what you was thinking.
And it wasn't no big deal. It was just that I noticed the fact that I noticed it. I was like, damn, am I wrong for just noticing?
You ain't wrong. You crazy.
Why is that crazy?
I think you crazy for that.
Look, and I disagree with you. I don't think he wrong nor crazy.
How is that
shit
crazy?
I think he, because I'm gonna tell you why. I psychoanalyze certain people too, and I got certain friends in my past that I've psychoanalyzed, and I start moving a certain way with them because I know how they're gonna move, and it's not conducive to my growth. So if it's not conducive to my growth, because I got kids now, if it's not conducive to my growth and their growth, I don't give a fuck. So for that, like how you would have did that 10, and you knew that person was gonna be on some bullshit, guess what I would have did? I would have got the 10. I'm serious.
Yeah.
Now,
but
look, I'm a loving friend though. So I would have got the 10. Look, I'm a loving friend. So
but that nigga want his 5 too.
Look, but watch this though. I'm a loving friend. So I would have got the 10, but I would have made sure he got his 5.
Yeah, okay.
But I would have been in control and had the power. Because I knew he was on
the loving friend part. I'm probably more because the guy actually handed me the 10. So I know.
But nigga, when did he give you the 5? When did he give you?
No, but I didn't
look,
mean it.
This what you did too.
Carl,
I didn't mean it on the
Lucci. This what you did. You was like, give it.
Oh,
no,
I'm
good. Give it to him.
No,
let me see what dude
trying
do.
to shit on him and then
but that's kind of a test. Hey, get him this. Let me see.
Because he was like, let me see what he do.
Let me see what he gonna do.
Let me see what he do.
This 5, this a light test.
Let me see what he do.
But what if he thought? What if he thought, oh, this nigga trying to shit on me? Alright, I'm finna spin this nigga shit. What if he thought like this?
That's his fault.
Did
you need to be a better man than that.
5?
Get your motherfucking bread up a different way.
He trying to shit on me at the door.
Did you get the 5?
Shit on me. I'm finna buy a Henny
So
bottle.
that's the real problem. You never. No.
That's
the real problem. You never got the 5 back.
I'm not tripping out the 5.
Cause that's my whole point. What if the nigga had got the drink and then cash tap you the 5 as soon as y'all left the bar?
No.
But that's not what we. That's not what we was talking about though, Will.
Because niggas don't like using their card at the bar. They would rather use
cash.
cash.
I'm not really bringing.
Especially in St. Louis.
I brought up this situation just to say what psychoanalyzation is.
Right.
So when we get back to them, do you think Joe felt with this Tide Pod how petty it was? The 5 is just as petty. Do you think Joe felt none during the rest of these years he ever got repaid as far as like
how he kind of put him in position?
Man,
somewhat.
Joe don't go to the nearest Target and grab him some Tide.
Do you think that's petty? Do you think that make him not a real friend? Because he's like, because
no, I don't think it's petty. I mean, I don't think it don't make him a real friend. I just think we all do. I think we all know our friends, and I think in order to get to know our friends, you kind of gotta like somewhat psychoanalyze them. Like you gotta know them a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And
like you take what
it don't take much. It don't take much to see my roommate walk in the room with some Tide Pods and be like, okay, damn, he don't want me to use them. That's fucked up, but it's cool.
But I ain't gonna lie, like that shit that's so minute. Minute is that the right word?
Yeah, minute.
So minute, I wouldn't even, like. Okay, you took his Tide Pod. Like, damn, cuz I can't get a Tide Pod. Okay, but that's it. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga like me gonna go grab me one if I need it. He at the crib
would too.
Where you at, cuz?
No, but that's,
all right. Just see where you was at.
No. Oh, whoa.
What about
what if the nigga locked his door? How would you feel?
No, I ain't gonna do all that.
How would you feel if a nigga live with you and locked his door whenever he left?
Because these Dalewood doors.
My roommate lock his door. Used to lock his door all the time.
I was say I don't give a fuck.
And now we like our house like a dojo. Our house like a dojo. All our doors slide, so you can't lock that motherfucker.
I wouldn't.
But I wouldn't.
His door.
He don't keep Tide Pods.
Psychoanalyze niggas with roommates.
See, that's why I would feel some type of way. Like,
nigga,
no. If a nigga I guess it would depend on how much traffic was in and out the house.
Yeah.
Like, if it's just me and you, like, nigga, what the fuck you locking your door for, nigga?
I don't think I ever give a fuck. Like,
I only cared about that when I needed something.
Yeah, I would.
I'm like, damn, you gonna lock your door, nigga?
I'd probably be like, damn, nigga like this door. All right, finna smoke a blunt.
Yeah, that's all I would do, yeah.
Get my dick sucked. Hey.
I wouldn't trip off.
You're like, wow. That nigga like, wow. That was crazy.
No,
hey,
but
man,
hopefully you ain't gotta do all that. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully y'all got the reporter where you ain't gotta do all that. Like sometimes you might have to hide some liquor from me or something. I ain't mad. Can't be mad at that because I know why you hiding it. Because I'm gonna drink that shit.
Because I'm gonna hit that motherfucker.
Yeah, and then I drink too much sometimes. So you should do shit like that.
But is he petty for hiding it?
No, he not petty because he know I'm gonna knock it off.
But the Tide Pods, that's
Man.
petty.
Tide Pods is
That's
petty.
just
Tide Pods
as
is
equal to
petty,
me.
man.
The same shit is equal.
It's like
I
bringing,
mean, it
it's
is.
like bringing out hand soap from your room every time you went to the
Half
bathroom.
a pint of Hennessy, that motherfucker was $14, nigga.
That's just
A whole 96 loads of Tide
that
Pods.
$5 was just $5. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Right.
But
Nah,
I
them-
needed my,
nah,
I
them-
wanted my
nah, them-
five.
Them
I don't
pies
give a fuck
kinda
about
No,
It's just the
you didn't
principle.
want the five, you expected your five.
It's just the principle.
because of the situation.
The nigga
Because
mad
how
he ain't
cool
got
I am
five
with the
back
person, I know that, oh, buy me a drink, you want me to $5.
It's so funny because I know
Yeah.
who this person is, too.
No, I brought
I
up.
ain't gonna say nothing about it. But
No,
I just know who
I
this
brought
person
up the
is.
situation just to tell you what psycho and I find myself doing it,
And
I
you
be
feel
like-
bad for
and
it.
I feel bad for it, even though I don't give a fuck about the situation. Before today, I probably never thought about the five. but
See, you
until
asking too.
we
You asking
hit
too.
the topic about psychoanalyzation, and I was like, damn,
This
I
the perfect
do it.
scenario.
I do it. I'm
You
like,
you asking two Virgos about psychoanalyzation. We just
And
do
that's
that
what
shit.
We do that shit.
We just
That's
do that
what
shit.
We do. That's what
So-
we do, nigga.
but it's like that natural to me though. I do it and then not even think twice, then it's gone. Like it happened.
Right,
but I'm
right.
analyzing
Hold on, let me
it,
look up the definition.
and I feel
Yeah.
I feel bad for it.
I think that's just really just literally just analyzing everything. But when you psychoanalyze somebody, you psychoanalyzing they behaviors.
Yeah.
And we do that with people we don't know anything. We just analyze shit. So
Yeah, I do that too. So
yeah.
but I think
I don't think it make you a bad person. That's what I'm saying.
especially your friends. Now, if we talking about like everybody and every little thing that go on, then we might be talking about something a little different. Because then you shouldn't be letting that shit affect you like that, to where you doing it to
I mean,
every
you can't
little
tell
thing.
nobody how to feel. Like if it affects you a certain way, that's just how it affects you. You can't tell nobody like
Alright, so
you shouldn't be affected by that.
psychoanalysis, whatever the fuck we talking about,
Not it.
ain't the definition of psychoanalysis.
What is it?
So if Joe Budden was using that term, he wasn't
Nigga.
using it correctly. Because this shit says psychoanalysis is a set of theories and therapeutic techniques used to study the unconscious mind, which together form a method of treatment for mental disorders. This discipline was established in early 1980s
Yeah,
by
we wasn't
Austrian
psychoanalyzing.
neurologists.
using it wrong.
Shit.
But I'm
But I like how we use it.
Yeah, I like
better
how
than
we
them.
use it.
Yeah,
better
me
than
too.
that
That
one.
shit sounds stupid.
Fuck they definition.
Yeah, I like our definition better. Fuck that.
Way better.
We're trying to just put some knowledge.
We gonna put our own. We gonna go on
I'm
Wikipedia.
sure
and change that shit.
hate dude read the definition now.
Yeah, like why would you tell us that?
Urban definition
Right.
of
Yeah,
psychoanalysis.
go to Urban Dictionary, see what
type
they say.
shit. But no, like I do the same shit though. I ain't gonna lie. Like I do that shit with some people I know. Like that's how I make the right decisions with certain people. Shit.
Yeah,
'Cause
man.
If I
And-
know how you gonna
and-
move,
I'm about to say, and if you know, you know. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta know how to
you know,
move.
You know what I'm saying?
with
And
people.
that's I feel like shit. That's for the betterment of your livelihood. You know what I'm saying? We adults, bro.
Yeah.
Like shit. You got kids. I got kids. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, Luco, you still got a adopted baby?
Oh yeah.
Got 8 of them now.
Yes. Lucci got kids. Nigga got kids.
Making
from
more
South
money than
America.
him.
I
They
guess
got kids everywhere.
speaking of the real
Making more money than
real
him.
definition of psycho, how y'all feel about therapy?
I think I wanna seek therapy, bro. I wanna try it out.
Yeah, I want to try it
I
out,
think
but
I
I
got
don't know
some
how
shit.
I don't know how much it's gonna help me. 'cause-
I don't know.
Do y'all
either.
think it's helpful? Do y'all like what's y'all what's y'all initial thought on it?
It depend on the person.
Yeah, I think it just depends on because
The
I don't think
person
it'll help.
that's
Because
giving
I
you
think-
the
I
person
think
that's
I
giving you the
need-
therapy.
Or the
I
person
think
that's
I
getting-
need therapy,
The person,
but I know it
person
ain't gonna be
that-
beneficial to me.
I think I need it too.
I just know it ain't
I'm
gonna
saying,
be
what's y'all
beneficial.
thought on like? Do y'all think therapy comes from the therapist, the person that went to school for it, or whatever, or therapy can happen?
It could come
in
from
any-
anywhere.
Yeah,
I think
you
it
can
comes
get
from
therapy from
situation.
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Like, what y'all think of therapists? I guess
Other
people be like,
Therapist,
I
yeah.
need a therapist.
they hire some motherfuckers.
Some people do.
So I think it depends on the therapist, and I do think therapists are useful because, and the reason why is because when I went to college, I studied psychology. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, me too.
I didn't take it as a
I
major.
ain't
studied psychology.
graduate, but
So me taking them classes, I learned
in
a lot of
psychology.
shit that I utilize today that works. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So if you a therapist, they study psychology and other things. So it's like they are equipped with a certain knowledge and they understand how the brain works and they understand
Exactly.
how behaviors work. So they can talk to you and listen to you and figure certain things
You
out.
think they understand that though?
But-
like they don't live it though.
They
That's
don't
my
live
issue.
it. That's the issue. That is the issue. But like, let me try to give you. How can I give you a good example?
Because my comparison to that with therapists like this new black people on therapy thing. My comparison to that is take the fucking white man that teach black history. What's the difference between him and the
Because sometimes people
No,
sometimes
not. What's the difference?
sometimes
I'm finna
people
tell you,
just need somebody to talk to that they don't know. That's a stranger that don't have no feelings towards them. They don't love them. They don't hate them. Nothing. They just need somebody to talk to. That's a
Okay,
blank slate.
that's regular therapy. You reaching out to some like I'm talking.
Yeah.
I'm like we're
therapist.
putting therapists on this hard. I think therapists ain't shit.
I think what Luco's saying is okay.
Therapy might be needed,
Seeking
but I
out-
think therapists.
Seeking
I know
out
what you're
how
saying.
can a therapist help you if they ain't went through what we went
What you
through?
been through, right?
Right. So
He just
I mean,
told you.
And if you use them studying, what's the difference between the white
And
man
then you
and
also
the black
Yeah.
got to listen to therapists because they tell you like, no, we just helping you talk through the problems and just helping you see where you might have made a flaw at, or helping you see where you could have done something better at. They're not giving. I mean, I'm not saying they
why
not.
you giving them all the money?
I'm
just
not saying-
expensive
I'm not-
friends. Right. They're just expensive friends.
Yeah, I mean,
No, it ain't.
It's a
It's
paid
expensive
ear.
friends,
A
but
paid ear.
it's an expensive.
I think they know how to
It's
talk you in the
educated
direction.
friend.
There it go, right there. It's an expensive, educated friend on psychology. So let me give you an example. I'm not a therapist, but I guarantee you, I can talk to a motherfucker through their problems because I study psychology.
Mm.
Like I straight studied psychology because like it's different. You know what I'm saying? And I use my psychology on people doing sales, and it
Mhm.
works. Like I got relationships with people that is on. I use psychology to do it.
I just manipulate people.
That's psychology.
That's
bro.
psychology.
Yeah.
Yeah, what you talking about? It's like 48 laws of power.
I
That's
study.
psychology.
Yeah.
I study dark manipulation.
That's
This nigga-
psychology.
This
I love
nigga
it.
silly.
I love that shit.
That's
This
literally
nigga said-
psychology.
No, I
study
ain't saying it
dark
ain't. I just
manipulation.
said that's why I study that.
Yeah,
shit.
so what I'm saying, like, it depends. For me,
If
it
it work,
depends
it
on
work.
the
And you
psychology,
talking
know
about
what I'm saying?
psychoanalyzing your
So
friend.
look, if you fucking a 48-year-old,
Yeah, don't psychoanalyze me with dark magic, nigga.
look, if you're a 48-year-old
manipulate.
Catherine Bates from fucking Wyoming, right?
All right.
But you're trying to fucking give psychology to fucking LA foes from the west side of the skin.
Yeah.
Well, that's also
That ain't
why-
gonna work.
That's
Yeah,
also
no.
why people say,
You know what I'm
like,
saying?
if
That's
you
just
black,
not gonna
you should
work.
go get a black therapist.
You know what I'm saying? It's not
Mhm.
gonna work.
Your black therapist also may not went through what the fuck.
Maybe they
True,
did it. Maybe
but your
they
black
did it.
therapist, like, I'm gonna put it like this: if I was a therapist, if I went to school for therapy, and I ain't shoot niggas, and I ain't grow up on the west side, I would be able to be a psychiatrist to LA foes. I guarantee you, because I didn't do all the shooting nigga in the head and all that shit, but I grew up around it my whole life.
And we don't know if
So
allegedly
me
he
having the
did that either.
knowledge and seeing, like when I see certain body language on you, I saw that with my uncle. I saw that with my cousin, and I saw what my cousin did. My uncle talked to me for 5 hours, so I know how he felt. So I can be able, with me having the knowledge, I can be able to give him the therapy you need. But Katie from fucking Wyoming can't. So it just depends, like you said, on who the psychiatrist is. But what you saying, I would say 70% of the shit probably bullshit. Because you probably need a certain match in order for the
Yeah.
therapy to work.
Yeah, that's what I would think.
Right.
Yeah, because like I said, if fucking Katie from Wyoming was trying to fucking,
You just can't throw you just
You
can't
can't throw no
a
random ass
Exactly.
motherfucker, you know what I'm saying?
just can't throw a therapist.
it gotta
in a room
relate
with
some
somebody.
kind of way.
Exactly.
But it don't gotta 100% relate though.
Give me Katie,
He said, "Give me Katie."
You mean Katie.
like her backpack.
But like I said, I think I need it, but I knew I wouldn't talk to him.
I know I need
I
therapy.
wouldn't open up to him.
I know I need therapy. I know it's some shit that I haven't addressed yet. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I just don't want to talk to him.
I be trying to think about like what the fuck I would
Smoke.
go through with therapy. Like I don't know what the fuck I would talk about.
I ain't gonna lie, you probably would joke the whole time, bro. Like certain people just don't need therapy though.
I don't.
Well, I ain't gonna say no
I
need
personally
therapy.
don't.
Now
I don't believe in it, but I can say I think that comes from the fact I get my therapy. Like I told you, I said I'm pretty like out for the most part, and then I feel like my podcast is my therapy.
But I don't think you
Like-
the average man they think need therapy. You got a 2-parent household that you grew up in. You really didn't go through no
That don't
poverty,
mean
no.
shit according
Yeah,
to
nah, it
this,
don't.
this new black people mental illness shit. According to black people, everybody got mental illness.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I-
Like
Now
the new
that-
thing with
now
black people
that-
is everybody
now
got mental
that
illness.
I hate.
And I hate it.
Now
and
that I
anxiety.
hate.
And I hate it.
Mental illness. Don't forget anxiety. Everybody
Yeah.
got anxiety.
That's the
Exactly.
new thing with black people. Everybody got
I
some
hate
type
that.
of
Just
PTSD,
because you black
anxiety,
don't
and
mean
mental
that you got
Well,
that
that's
you
the
need
shit
therapy.
I'll tell you
going
the
out.
truth. I'm just
Yeah.
lazy.
But I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I do think everybody need therapy though.
But
everybody probably could
I think I don't believe in it
benefit
because
from
I
it.
probably get it just from talking to friends, podcasts, little regular
Exactly.
shit. Like I don't.
Right. But that's,
Everybody
that's
got
what
their
I mean,
own
though.
forms. Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, everybody
That's
got
your
different
therapy.
forms
You
of it.
need that though. Because
Exactly.
if you didn't have that, you would probably feel fucked up a little bit, some kind of way on the inside. But you having these little pulling up at your partner's crib, doing your podcast,
Exactly.
getting a little drink, doing whatever. That's your therapy. You need that shit, cuz. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I be needing like I haven't went through therapy yet, but I'm an introvert. I can y'all know y'all niggas won't hear from me forever.
Yeah.
Like Ross, right? Y'all know that's my business partner. That's the main person I talk to on a daily.
Mhm.
I've been in St. Louis. I've been out of town for 2 weeks. I ain't talked to that nigga till today.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my business partner.
I know
haven't
what
talked to
you
him
mean.
at
I'm
all
the
till
same.
today.
I'm the same way.
So it's like me, I be needing some shit. You know what I'm saying? And my therapy is shit like this. My therapy was the music.
What's
Sitting
crazy?
there mixing records. Like that's my therapy. You know what I'm saying? So we all need some form of therapy. Now, a therapist, I do think they are useful, but it just depends on who.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I feel a way about therapists.
That was crazy. My
I
therapy,
agree with you. I agree
shit,
with you on
sitting
that.
there talking to myself. I'm my therapist.
I do that shit too.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna lie. I ain't trying to say I'm perfect because I got a lot of shit to work on. But like, I done got myself through some shit.
Mhm.
Like, I didn't put myself on. Like, nigga, I look in the mirror like, nigga, what the fuck is you on? You 28 years old living in your mama basement. What you finna do? Your credit ain't shit. What you finna do? What you finna do, cuz? What you finna do? I got my shit together.
Talking
You know what I'm
crazy.
saying?
Oh no.
Talking
Got
crazy
my
to
shit
yourself.
together.
I mean,
Credit terrible. You know what I'm
Hey.
saying? Like, what you finna do? Your artist, he stopped dropping records. What you finna do? Because if he go on
Yep.
and do something else and make hella bread, what are you gonna do?
Right.
That was my therapy. And I got
Exactly.
my black ass up and I walked on faith
It's crazy.
and changed my shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like therapy is needed. It depends on the form of therapy.
Yeah,
but,
different
Mhm.
form
It's
of
definitely
therapy.
needed.
Everybody don't need a therapist though.
you know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't knock a therapist. You know what I'm
I
saying?
wouldn't
I would
knock 'em
try.
either.
I'm finna try.
Yeah,
it.
I wouldn't knock trying it.
They're
I'm finna
expensive.
try it though. When I try it, Luke, I'm gonna let you know.
Nah,
I'm sure I ain't gonna fuck
I'm
with
finna
it.
try it for
I'm
FMLA.
sure I'm not gonna fuck with it.
I'm getting it for FMLA.
But I will.
You say you what?
My job give you FMLA for mental health.
Yeah.
So I'm going it. So hopefully
So
they
you
might
can get paid off.
strictly for FMLA. I ain't.
But I would say at least,
finna get a
like,
month
at
off.
least if you're gonna try it, like,
For-
do it a good
So I'm,
2-3
I'm
times.
about to try it, but that's strictly what it is.
I got
You
hell
ain't even
with
about to try it, man. Why do the Earth screen keep popping
Yeah,
up?
I'm about to try it, but
One
that's
of y'all keep trying to play music or something?
No.
nobody fucking with you, boy.
That shit funny as fuck. But yeah, man, therapy, man, that's a hot topic today. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Y'all know how shit get popular.
Yeah,
Therapy's just hot.
Charlemagne, man. Fuck that
Charlemagne,
nigga, man.
you know, everybody else is
Fuck
popular.
that nigga.
Dude just had to bring that shit up. Now everybody just all on it.
But I ain't gonna lie,
I mean,
him and Kevin Samuels too. He be talking about it a lot.
Yeah.
Y'all be fucking with Kevin Samuels?
I ain't never really watching none of this shit.
You haven't?
I watched
What
one of his
about you?
videos. I watched one video, the one that went viral, but then other than that, I can't watch a whole video.
What about you?